today? Number one, you're young, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you come to a very nice school, you have a nice group of teachers coaching and teaching and guiding you, helping you develop. You have a nice, beautiful principal. She looks like a princess, doesn't she? Yeah. Let's give them a big hand. All right. My name is Johnny Torres, and I represent an organization called Save Latin America. And one of the things that we do is help our youngsters, our children, youth, understand that education is very important. At your age, you live in a world of fantasy. You think that everything is fantasy, just like you see in the television, in the cartoons and things like that. But today we're going to be talking about the realities of life. And the first reality of life is, as young as you are, my dear friends, is that life is not easy. How many of you have dreams? Terrific. It's wonderful to have dreams, but you know what? In order for you to make those dreams come true, you have to discipline yourself. The first order of discipline is to believe in yourself. Repeat with me, I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
That's right, with force. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
Terrific. And let me tell you why you have to believe in yourself. Have anybody ever told you that you are a genius? Each and every one of you is a genius. You may not realize it, but you're a genius. And then it may be that you think, how could I be a genius when I'm not doing well in math or history or science? It's always a subject that is weak. You know what? Have you ever heard the name of Albert Einstein? Yes? Who was he? Famous scientist. Well, he was very difficult for him to learn how to talk. When he was a child, it was very difficult for Mr. Einstein to learn how to talk. And he was, despite the fact that he was German, he was put into a Catholic school. Still, he couldn't do it. And one day, the school principal met with his parents and told the parents, this boy cannot learn, it's no use trying to teach him. That was Albert Einstein. As a child, he wasn't doing good in school. Until one day he really discovered that he was a genius. And then look what happened. Each one of you, whether you realize it or not, is a genius. And put that in your mind, and please never forget it. You are a genius, and you are capable of achieving anything that you want to do in life. How many of you would like to be teachers? Terrific. How many would like to be doctors? Fantastic. How many of you would like to be scientists, journalists, accountants, or whatever? Whatever you want to be when you grow up, you can achieve. Provided that, number one, what's number one? You believe in whom?
Yourself.
You believe in yourself, provided that you believe in yourself. And provided that you discipline yourself and live to accomplish your dream. My son is a doctor, he's a gastroenterologist. When he was very young, he once said he wants to be a doctor. Everything from there on that he did in his life was like geared towards his profession. Richard, what do you want for Christmas? He always asked for medical things, something that had to do with medicine. Richard, what do you want for your birthday? Same thing. He used to practice with his sister. This was the patient. So see, ever since he was a little boy, he wanted to be a doctor. He disciplined himself, and his life was always around that idea. So that's one of the things you want to do. You want to be a teacher? Practice teaching. Visualize yourself teaching. But in order to do that, the first thing you have to do is do your homework. First order of the day, once you get out of school, is home and forget the TV, forget anything else. You do your homework. That's your first responsibility. That's what Richard used to do. That's what I used to do. And that is what you must do if you really want to accomplish your dream. All right? So, beginning today, when you get home, what is the first thing you're going to do?
Homework.
Your homework. Why?
Because
Because
it's important.
it's important for your education, and let me tell you something else. It always puts you ahead of the class. When you do your homework religiously, you are going to be good in whatever subject you are studying. Education as a whole. Now, I was talking to a group of youngsters just like you not too long ago, and a young man gets up and says, well, sir, I want to be a doctor. But look at me. My parents are divorced. I am Dominican, and I am black. By chance, just like that, kid about 13 years of age. What chances do I have to be a doctor? Well, let me tell you a quick story. Think of this. Think of a family with 5 children. Very poor family. The man of the house, the father, earned his living by collecting garbage in the neighborhoods, then selecting pieces of metals and things that he could sell. That is how this Mexican father used to earn his living to support 5 children. By the way, both parents didn't have much academic education. But there was this little girl, age 9, who once said, when I grow up, I want to be an employee of the White House. And people look at her and they laugh. Name Ana Escobedo Cabral. Ana, how could you be dreaming of being an employee of the White House when you grow up? Look at you. You are a female, you're Mexican, you're very poor, and your parents hardly know how to read and write. You're dreaming. But you know what? Ana Escobedo Cabral really had a dream. She really wanted to be an employee of the White House, and she understood one thing. In order to be an employee of the White House, I have to be well educated. So then she paying attention to her homework every day, and reading, and education became very important to her. Because she wanted to be what? An employee of the White House. You all seen a $1 bill, right?
Yes.
Well, I am holding a photograph of $1 bill. I asked my photographer to photograph a $1 bill for me. And every dollar bill is signed by the Treasurer of the United States. So I'm going to ask this young lady here to read aloud the signature in this.
Ana Escobedo
Cabral.
Cabral.
Ana Escobedo signs this $1 bill. A daughter of a very poor Mexican family in California. One of 5 children. Her father used to collect garbage and select those things that he could turn into a few dollars. But you know what? Ana Escobedo Cabral, and I'm repeating myself purposely, had a dream. She wanted to be an employee of the White House. Now she also signs the $50 bill. Ana Escobedo, daughter of a very poor Mexican couple. She had a dream, just like you have dreams. But Ana Escobedo Cabral made it of her business to do her homework, to study every day. She became the treasurer, and she's still the treasurer of the United States. But you know what? She also signs the $100 bills. So she signed billions and billions of dollars. You want to see? What is the signature over here? Can you read it aloud for me, please?
Yes, it's Ana Escobedo Cabral.
Ana Escobedo Cabral. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because as I glance in the room, I see a lot of Ana Escobedo Cabrals in this audience. So how many of you are going to pay a lot more attention to homework from today on? Terrific. How many of you are going to pay a lot more interest to reading? It's very important. Knowledge is power. And you get your knowledge in the school and in the books. I have a library in my house, maybe half the size of this room. 450 books. All right? Now, it's very important to do your homework. It's very important to pay attention in the class. It's very important to, number 1, I forgot number 1. What is number 1? Believe in yourself, because you are a genius. Each one of you is a genius. And then you could say, well, Mr. Torres, yes, that story about Mrs. Cabral is very interesting, but you know what? I don't have at home, I don't have that at home, I like this, I like the other thing. And by the way, I didn't show you a picture of Ana Escobedo Cabral, which might, the story of Ana Escobedo Cabral, I got it out of this magazine. Okay? And a picture of Ana Escobedo Cabral is right over here. This is that picture of it. This is Ana Escobedo Cabral. I'm going to pass around, you pass around. Pass it around. Now, you may say, I don't have this and I don't have the other thing. About 2 months ago, I attended a seminar. Another Mexican young lady, she is an attorney, and she is a motivational speaker around the world, and she is booked 2 years in advance. The interesting about these things, again, I'm going to show you, is that this young lady was born without. She is an attorney, and you see her drawing a picture here with a foot. See? Pass her around, and he's going to pass that one around. around. Now, that is a lady, when she got up, when she came in this, she just lifted her foot and saluted us. All right? Now,